Hello, I'm Andy Lyons from the University of California Division of Ag and Natural Resources. And for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use an online decision support tool that can help you estimate changes in winter chill in the coming decades due to climate change. Winter chill, of course, is simply a measure of accumulated cold. This is a useful thing to measure for tree crop growers because many tree crops require a certain threshold of accumulated chill before the trees will wake up from their winter dormancy and start producing fruit. This includes stone fruits like peaches and cherries, and many nuts, including almonds, pistachios, and others. Climate change models are in strong agreement that we are going to see a warming trend over the next several decades. But what does that mean for winter chill and tree crops? This calculator uses the projected temperatures from multiple climate models and estimates the impact on winter chill at specific locations. To use the calculator, first go to the website. The introduction section has links to additional information about how we measure winter chill. This tool uses chill portions, which is similar to chill hours, but does a better job at predicting how trees respond to fluctuating winter temperatures. There's also a link to CalAdapt, which is California's official data source for projected climate data. Click on the details link for even more information, including how you can run the calculator on your own computer using a program called RStudio. The first thing you do is to select a location. You can click on the map. I'll pick a location near Visalia, which is a nut growing region. You can, of course, zoom in and out on the map to help you find your farm. If you know the coordinates for your farm, the longitude, latitude coordinates, you can type them in the box and then click Show on Map. If you want, you can give the location a name, which will appear on the report that you can print. I'll call this My Farm. In the next two sections, you can specify the climate data that will be used in the analysis. These sections are closed by default, but you can click on the cogwheel buttons to open them up. In the historic baseline section, you can select the range of years to use for the historic baseline data, which will be used to compare against chill in future years. With climate data, it's always recommended that you use a minimum of 30 years to even out the bumps, so the default range is 1975 to 2005. Next, you can select the global climate models, or GCMs, to use for the analysis. There are a total of 10 that you can select from. The 4 pre-selected GCMs are the recommended priority models that were selected under California's 4th climate change assessment as being representative of California's possible future climates. So we'll leave those. Finally, there's an emissions scenario with 1 option. Next, I'll go to the projected future climate data section. Here, you can select the range of years for the analysis, again with the recommendation to pick at least 30 because there's a lot of variability between years. If you're thinking about which tree crop or variety to plant right now, you might want to look at a mid-century range, such as the defaults, which are 2035 to 2065. If you're wondering what chill might look like 50 years from now, you might select a range at the end of the century, for example, 2070 to 2099. The same GCMs are available, so I'll keep those the same. Next, you can select the greenhouse gas emission scenarios for the analysis. There are 2 options available, which all of the climate models have been run with. RCP 4.5 is a medium emission scenario where emissions peak at the global level around 2040 and then start to decline. RCP 8.5 is a high emission scenarios where humanity can't get its act together and greenhouse gas emissions continue to rise throughout the 21st century, resulting in even higher rates of change. We don't know what the future holds, so the default is to compute future winter chill for both scenarios. In the next section, you can specify which month to start counting chill portions. The default is September because usually there is no chill portion accumulation until the temperatures really start to drop off. The safe chill certainty level will be used in the analysis to flag the minimum amount of chill that you can expect in the future X% of the time. Because remember, You're running multiple climate models for multiple years, so there will be a bunch of projected winter chill curves that will be computed for the time period. Flagging the safe chill in the report can be helpful because growers need a certain amount of certainty to have a viable business. The default safe chill level, 90%, means that the report is going to show you what is the minimum amount of chill portions that you can expect 9 years out of 10. So if you want your trees to wake out of their dormancy 9 years out of 10 all at the same time, then you need a tree crop variety that requires that amount of chill or less. Finally, you can specify the number of chill portions that you require in order to see how often you'll reach that minimum number of chill portions. This could help you determine whether a particular cultivar is going to be viable at your location in the future. Click on the Information button to get to a help page that has a link to a website that shows you the minimum chill requirements for a variety of tree crops and varieties. So finally, we click the Fetch Data and Analyze button. This takes about 30 seconds. You can see first it's fetching climate data from CalAdapt, daily minimum and maximum temperature for the future period. Next, it's going to fetch climate data for the historic period. Then it's using those daily temperature values to compute the chill portions and then put those all together in a little report, which we can scroll down under the blue line. The first thing that we see are the histograms of the end of season accumulated chill for the various years and the 3 histograms for the 3 time periods and emission scenarios. We see the historic, the future under RCP 4.5, and the future under RCP 8.5. And as you can see, under the higher emission scenarios, the total amount of winter chill is going down, as you would expect. The red line represents the 90% safe chill level, meaning the amount of chill that you could get 9 times out of 10. And that's also going down in the future. Next, the little table below that is showing the same thing, but now we're actually seeing the safe chill value. So we can see in the historic period, 90% of the time we were getting 73 chill portions at this location, whereas in the future, that's going to go down to 47 or 30 under the RCP 8.5. Again, this is end of century, so that's when temperature is predicted to go up the most because more time has passed. Next, we see some line charts that show the accumulation of chill over the season, with the black line representing the minimum chill requirement, which again, in this case, was 48. So as we can see, in the historic period, we always got above that. Under RCP 4.5, we get above that most of the time, but there are a few times when that level of chill is not reached by the end of the season. And likewise, under RCP 8.5, the higher emission scenario, we're seeing less chill, and it's also coming later. Finally, in the last table is showing the percentage of times when that minimum chill level was reached. And again, we see that it's gone down from 100% in historic period down to 45% under RCP 8.5. So in 50 years from now, if the emission scenario keeps going the way it is, then we may not expect to get 48 chill portions at the end of the season, and we may want to think about a different crop. This table can be copied to the clipboard. You can download it as CSV. And if you want to save this report, you can either print it using your browser's print button or click on the bookmark link, which will give you a big, long HTTP bookmark URL that you can save or email it to yourself and come back to it later. So that's it. I hope this was useful. This tool is still being developed, and we are definitely interested in getting feedback and suggestions, particularly from growers and others interested in winter chill. So please look for the feedback link and let us know what you think. Thanks.